Alrighty. So, welcome to Vindictus Defying Fate. It's the alpha for the new Vindictus game coming out. To be perfectly honest, I don't know anything about this game. I'm not very much a veteran of Vindictus. I think I've logged maybe 300 hours at the most of Vindictus. And that's not a lot. In MMO terms, I'm gonna be like pretty frank, that's really not that much. Um But I've seen some stuff about Vindictus Defying Fate. Mostly how people have been talking about the character models. Uh, Choose a name for yourself. Uh, your name must contain between 2 and 10 characters. Well, is that just like screen name or is that like okay. I'm not 100% sure what character I'll be making, and I don't know if I can use spaces, so I'm gonna go with this. So, very typical for me. I... Oh, it must not contain spaces or special characters. Okay, so let me do this. Okay. I guess it's an alpha, so it's like, it doesn't really matter, but... So typically, the first character I usually make in a MMO is usually a... goes by the name of Saria Westcott. She do be an OC. Let's see, Longsword and Shield. We have 4 options: Land Twin Swords, Fiona Longsword and Shield. And I don't think YouTube would appreciate me saying that. uh, Neither of these characters are actually Saria-esque, but I think I'm mainly going to be going for just the testing purposes. Now, so I'll just make a Fiona character. If you can make a character. I saw that there was character creation, right? In the actual Vindictus game, I don't remember what class I think it's called. I think it's Spell Sword. That is the class I use for Saria in Vindictus Regular. But this is just an alpha, so I don't mind. Okay, we're gonna be going through a tutorial. I just tabbed for a bit. So I'm actually using my controller. When I went to start the game, oh, there's a little bit of like graininess. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's my just my graphics settings. When I started the game, it actually advised me that this is best played with a controller. Very weird. To be honest, I don't know if Defying Fate is supposed to be a single player game or if it's going to be a multiplayer game, like a follow-up to the Vindictus MMO. Either way, I mean, Vindictus, I basically played like a single-player game, so it matters not to me, to be honest. I rarely played with friends. I joined a guild at one point in my life, but I actually only chatted with people. I never played the game with them, which was very odd. You'd think you'd join a guild to actually play a game with people, but nah. Nah. Just for chatting. Still played 90% of the game solo, and... Oh, well, I won't say 90% of the game solo because I have big leaps in playtime for Vindictus. Every time I stopped playing the game, I usually stopped for like a year to 2 years. Okay, so we have a lock on. Okay, can you let me do that? Okay, right. Combos. Alright. It just reforms so I can continue with my combos. I'm stupid. That's all. Okay. X, 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 Y. B. Okay. Exit tutorial. Okay. And into the light we go. Oh, character creation. Height. Is this like in inches or... Okay. It's so weird that games will give you a height like meter. One thing I'm spoiled by from playing games like Final Fantasy 14 is they actually give you measurements when you make your character. So like when you height change, it'll give you the measurement. Like arbitrary units. This is a percentage thing, right? Is what I make the assumption. Otherwise, I have to assume that this person is like, 100 inches tall, which would be like, what, 8 feet? Is that the case? You know? Uh, there's an advanced section. To be honest, most people have preference to the advanced section. Sorry is usually a fairly short character, so... I mean, off the bat, one thing I could probably hope for, the future is... How about a, what's the word? Vindictus? Some kind of comparative meter? Like, what's zero height? You know? I know Spell Blade, or... I can't remember what the actual class in Vindictus is, because I haven't played in actual years. I know Spellblade outfits are usually different from Fiona, like, fairly different, so... I don't know. Amongst these, I think Tsari would wear this, most likely, but let's do character creation. I don't know where on the bar 5'4" is for this OC, so I'm gonna go with a height of 10. Choose skin color. Okay. Didn't mean to zoom in so far. I'm trying to zoom up and down. Limited in my options. Maybe this or this. I think I'll go with this. I need Haru here for verification for my eyes, because my eyes are garbage. Shine. Oh, there's a little bit delay in shine. Oh my god, what is going on here? This... I don't know what it's called. I think it's called tessellation or something. With the features of things going... maybe that's because of the upscaling preset being set to performance. Not 100% sure. I was getting very little FPS in the title screen, surprisingly. And I got a fair amount of FPS in the tutorial. This tessellation is throwing me off. I don't think it's actually called tessellation. It's throwing me for a loop though. I will probably have to confirm all of this with Haru later, because guys and colors are... we're very bad with it. Admittance. Flat admittance. Wow, they really don't have good in-betweens for, like... I guess this is the... that's kind of green tinted, though. I guess this is the... This is a little pale for brown skin. I don't know why I'm talking about this, because I'm trying to make one character instead of another. I'm trying to make an OC known as Sario Westcott, who is like a pale caramel Caucasian, typically a succubus, so it doesn't really matter because they can change their bodies, but my brain is very like latch on to tangents, so I'm thinking of another character, um, which I've mentioned before, Nami Arc Sojo, who is dark skinned, but not pale dark skinned. So there's no like good in between right now. As somebody who is dark skinned and doesn't match any of these tonal shades, actually, it's kind of awkward because this is a pale dark skin, this is like a little tinted green dark skin. Um, this is tinted yellow. This is pale but darker. Uh, this is like proper dark, extra dark, like dark chocolate, pale dark chocolate. This is dark chocolate. But there's no, funnily enough, there's no, like neutral milk chocolate, like a lot of the brown people I know. So maybe it's just because I picked Fiona. There's also that possibility, because Vindictus has this thing where all your classes are actually technically other characters, and you're customizing your character based around technically their physique and their backstory and all of that. And I'm getting way off track from making my character, but uh, I'll go with this. I think a head size of like 12, a little bit smaller neck. Not that small. So the default is 25. I think I'll go 15. Chest size. It's a fairly busty character. Huh. So, funny thing about that, to me, is this physique preset. I guess it scales with height, but again, that brings up the problem of, let's see. No, it doesn't scale with height. I mean, does it scale with height? No, it doesn't. Very weird. What? I guess you have to pick a physique preset and then adjust from there? What? That is very odd, especially like when you give an advanced section for editing character appearances. I'm stupid. I am stupid. Okay, so let's do this. I think I dropped... I think I put this to 10. I think I put this to 15. Chest versus bust and hips. That is me being stupid. So I was adjusting chest. But there's another slider for bust. Which, what I've actually been noticing is people having, like, I won't say points of contention with, with Vindictus. But just, like, in general. I've seen a bunch of posts where people, like, gaming is healing and things, and it's like, I can't disagree, but I can't agree either, right? Oh yeah. Wait, do I have an option to change my hair? Darn. So the funny thing about that, so I can't disagree, right? I can't agree, but I can't disagree in relative terms, because one thing that's funny to mention about character attractiveness in gaming, a lot of people talk about how you know, gaming in recent years have made it really difficult to make attractive female characters. But funny enough, nobody ever talks about the fact that if you can't make an attractive female character, It is way, way, way harder to make an attractive male character. In games where you can make a minorly attractive female character, and it's actually very difficult to make an attractive female character, you basically don't even do character customization on males because there's no point. You will struggle way, way harder, and male character customization isn't even like a point of focus on the game. So you can't look that cool. The cosmetics are garbage for guys. Like if a female in a game looks bad, bar none, the males look way worse, which is just wild. It is a wild, wild time. All right. I'm guessing we're just very limited on customization options currently. Just probably because it's the alpha. It's like alpha 1, I think. Well, public alpha 1, I think. So, you know, typically I would give this character long hair. I guess I should have picked Dahlia, actually, because Dahlia has long hair. Um, but I don't see an option to change hair color, so let's see. Normal, difficult. I guess I'll go with normal. The opening prologue is not included in the alpha version of the game. Following the prologue's event, the player arrives in the village of Colhen with the goal of joining the Kalbram mercenaries. The game's story picks up at this point. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is just the village from Vindictus, like regular opening stuff. Also, thank you, Alpha. Because this is the alpha, I did not spend 7 billion hours in character customization. I actually talked more about character customization than I actually did character customizing. Now, that's probably twofold. In Vindictus, a lot of your character customization is done post-game, actually. Yo! Okay. This feels familiar, just in the way of, the last time I played Vindictus, you were able to walk out of your, little housey house. So is Defying Fate just like the Vindictus story, but in a flip side? Because I recognize Teve, but I don't know anything about the Vindictus story. Um, that doesn't make sense.
How did you sleep? Are you feeling all right?
So I'm guessing it's a direct line from Vindictus, because the prologue in Vindictus, you save Teve from a giant spider. That is, I think, the Colhen village guardian.
Thank you once again.
But they get corrupted. They're a big spider, you know. Give me 1 second. Boop, boop. Oh, okay. Tabbing in and out does a little bit of a number.
I was looking at a keepsake. That no one else would ever go there. Oh, that's right. He's the vice cat. I'd like to show you the way myself. It's still in anyway. I should if you need a.
I'm the king of skipping dialogue, Lamau. Alright. Oh my god. Wow, this place is amazing. This is so much cooler than in regular Vindictus. Also, I guess I can match height to characters, technically. I guess I can't. How tall is the average well in medieval times? Because, I think I mentioned it. The character that I was going for is actually, like, 5'4". Or 5'2". Yeah, they're like 5'2" in, my universal lore. But, given the fact that I'm literally a couple a head under this villager, I'm guessing I either made her too short, or the villagers are much taller than I expected. I feel short, which technically is what I should be feeling. But this is a very nice environment. Look at this. Admittedly, I'm on 4K, and I'm getting about 82 FPS right now. With all of this grass, I mean, I can hear my GPU howling at me, which is fine. But wow, this is so beautiful. This is, for the FPS I'm getting out of combat with walking around and the like, this is a really nice environment. Especially comparative to, like, more recent games. I can see there's, like, some weird artifacting going on. Oh, there's the word. It's called artifacting, not tessellation. Tessellation's a setting. Artifacting is a description of when something is going kind of awry. There's some, like, artifacts appearing and some pixelation around my legs and character when I'm moving. I think it's doing that to keep up my FPS. Admittedly, like, my GPU is fairly good. It's a 3090 Ti on this. But, the 3090 Ti is a little bit dated, in 2025. But it's still really good. It's putting in work. And I'm very impressed with this environment. Alright, so let's go over here to the mercenaries. Oh.
Hold up. You thinking of going in?
Yeah, I'm thinking of going in, bro.
And what business do you have with the Calbra mercenaries? Membership.
The belt?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, so you're the one everyone's been...
Well, I won't stop you if you're planning on going in. But it might be hard. Yeah, Marek and the Knight Delegate.
Don't know why, but things are getting especially hated to...
Well, Marek and the Oracle are childhood friends, right? It's no surprise he's so bent out.
Yeah, I hear ya. Refusing us, eh?
Ah, forget it. Let's just keep our...
There's no stopping that. Can't say...
Anyway, that's what's going on inside.
Me, I'm the champion of dialogue skipping. So, you know, if these guys, let's say, are like... Wow, my hair turned... I think my hair's supposed to be this color? I didn't really look super well. If these guys are like, let's say, 5'10", then I'm almost the right height? Vindictus, if you're listening out there in the world, Nexon, please give us some kind of measurement with the height meter. It's not that difficult. I understand, like, it's a little bit of a tediousness, but just give some kind of representation. Like, I don't want to go over here, like, see, oh, 9 meters, let me take a screenshot of my character and rotate, crop them out, rotate them, put it against the distance of the door, you know, stuff like that.
The Foamers were practically at our gates. What do you mean you can't send us reinforcements?
So, from what my little remembrance of Vindictus is,
with a force this small.
if everything is about the same, basically Noel's,
Again.
big dog people are attacking Colhen.
Knights are nothing but a royal embarrassment.
Watch your words, Vice Captain. I will not take kindly to further transgressions.
I don't remember
This is
Gwyn
how it is
in
with
the
you every
story.
time. We mercenaries are part of the Order too. We put our lives on the line to serve the kingdom, same as you.
Then fall in line and do as you're told. You'll do well to remember who you take orders from, mercenary.
What was that?
Dame Gwyn! You Royal Knights haven't changed one bit. You expect
Oh,
us to lay
you're
down our
here.
lives on a whim. But you won't spare us a
Sorry,
second thought
this
in
isn't
return.
exactly the best time.
You never fail to let us
Come
down.
with me.
Emperor's
Do
got
you
the
have
better
any
of you.
idea what this
There
village
is
has
no
been
need for
through
me to
because of
hear
that?
any more of this.
You're the new recruit, right? The one that the captain told us about the other day. Sorry about the mess. This isn't how I hoped to be greeting yesterday's hero.
It's no
But
problem.
please do excuse
I'm not,
us.
like, aware
And
of the
also
story, but I
Marek,
remember kind
as
of
a
what was
lady
going on in
super
Vindictus.
sure you came here to apply for members. Sorry, but we're in a bit of a spot right now. He's out on patrol. If it's all right with you, thank you. He probably went anything you. If you do, the name's Kiara. Well then.
Kiara. Well, I did not get that corrected at all. In my head, I called her like Sarah. She's Kiara. Also, I noticed like a weird dip from Gwen's dialogue between when she said who you take orders from. There's just like this weird unnatural pause. Let me run over here.
You did what? Are you mad?
What, is everybody just mad at each other? Okay.
I was just. Oh, you're back. You're back? Yes. Oh, so you. Well, you do. Madam Mercenary, this is. Honestly, though, did you. I'm sorry. You could do with the little. But it felt like we'd all forget about each other. That's why I wanted. Oh, the four of us have been together. Marek and I wouldn't forget. Not even. Clodagh.
Funnily enough, spoiler alert for anyone that's never played Vindictus very far along. I'm pretty sure characters on multiple occasions get erased from the minds of others, so... Spoilers!
Because you're still Teve to me. Anyway, I'll be heading back now. I'm behind. As for that proof of friendship, just give it to Marek. Or ship it off to Rochester. Oh, and as for you, please come find me when you I'll be at my boutique.
Oh.
That's Clodagh for you. So, if it's Captain, he dropped by just now. I'll come with you. I know. I can't. It's my duty, the goddess. I'll be all.
I know it seems like I'm skipping dialogue without reading it, but I assure you I am reading it.
I do. Colhen, it's this war. Thanks to the war, our children here are do what she must as the oracle of this village. Today, more than ever.
Oh, don't worry about it, Ermas. Or in Mass. I think I skipped the N in his name. Yoda. Oh, that's not the talk button. Okay. You can access the fitting room. Okay. Usually this was accessed through like the menu and thing.
Hi.
Let's see. Can I like change my hair color? Style shop. What is this? What is this currency? This is an alpha of the game, no? Also, wow, not a single, like, long hair? Also, is there no preview? Can I... Outfits, weapon style, eye makeup, body markings. I mean, that's... relatively appropriate of Vindictus, to be fair. In the game itself, most of your cosmetics you purchase. I just was not aware that most would be done through purchasing already. So, really? Can you even buy that stuff?
What theme are we going for today?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll just get, like, flagged with insufficient funds every time. Because I didn't see a currency shop when I was downloading the demo. I like how unironically I'm about to end this video and have... I'm gonna make a second part on a demo. I think I did that with the Stellar Blade actually though. But Stellar Blade had like a lot of content in the demo. It had a pretty wide portion of the map to look through and a boss fight, and I think a mini boss.
It's you. Good to see you. The name's Aeon. I'm the captain of the
I
Cameron
would not have
mercenaries.
gotten that right the first time. I was gonna
The one
call
who
him
saved Teve,
Adohan.
Oracle, the other
It's
day.
Aeon.
Truly, you have my
God, I'm
thanks.
just terrible
Had
with
it
it.
not been for you, a great sadness would have befallen Colhen, and this village would be left without its greatest source of solace. As quaint and charming as it is,
God, I
Colhen still
cannot
lies
get
on the
over
front lines of this
how
war.
this reworked
It's a
Colhen is
frontier land, one that
so
shares its
appealing.
borders with Fomor's. We Calvin mercenaries are stationed
Like,
here as a
I
regular
understand a lot of
detachment
people
the
are
Order of
probably
Royal
like
Knights.
losing their minds, like, oh my god, look at how good the characters
It is
look.
our
Look at
duty
this
to
character
defend Colhen
customization.
and its nearby
But this
settlements.
game itself is looking to be very attractive.
This village bears enough
Aesthetic
scars as it is.
wise,
We must do everything in our power to prevent another incident.
just
this
like
again.
how neat everything looks, how it looks like.
Every last one of you Royal Knights can go to...
That is enough, Vice Captain.
Captain, you...
Captain Aeon, you made it. I want you to make something very clear to your Vice Captain. He answers to you. And you, Captain, answer to me.
You have my sincerest apologies. The blame for my men's actions lies solely upon me. I will see to it that this does not happen again.
Captain, you... Damn it. I apologize.
Discuss your application. Actually, before I do that, I'm just gonna stand out here. Because I have, you know, peanut attention span, and I very much never finish my sentences. Like, most of the time. Let me just finish the thought that I was gonna have earlier. Right? And then I will come back to this in a bit. With probably, like, the actual combat portion of the demo. But, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people are probably focused on the character models, and the player character, and the character customization, and how you have options for female character customization, right? I'm no different. I'm a guy. When I hop onto an MMO, 9 times out of 10, I will go and make a female character before I make a male character. That's just how it is. I don't remember which video I heard this from, but to quote someone from very long ago, if you're gonna be playing a game for 1,000, 2,000 hours, guys don't want to hear guys grunting for 1,000 or 2,000 hours. More often than not, they'd rather just hear and see a female character for the duration that they play a game. Now, that is not always the case. Some guys just want to play a female character because, you know, obvious reasons. Other people make OCs, but I don't want to talk about the player character. I want to talk about the environment, because, like I mentioned earlier, like, I'm on a 3090 Ti and I'm getting about 70 FPS right now on a 60 FPS 4K monitor, right? Or 60 Hz 4K monitor. And Colhen in Defying Fate is just beautiful. Like, I don't know how optimized this would be on, say, like, a 4070. I have a 4070 elsewhere. I will probably test it again. But the grass moving in the breeze has less artifacting than my character moving. It's got depth to it. It feels like a village, but it feels beautiful. Unlike in the current Vindictus, it does feel more optimized as well, if we're being perfectly real. Like, I'm not gonna call out Vindictus on, like, being poorly optimized. The game is, like, 10 to 12 years old by now. I don't remember the release date of Vindictus. So, like, that's not a thing, but this is amazing. Especially, like I mentioned, comparative to newer games, right? From an aesthetics point of view, and like I said, I'm not on my 4070 right now, I'm on my 3090 Ti. I have the VRAM to, you know, efficiently do 4K. I don't know how that would look on you know, 12 gigs. I have 24 right now. I one day will probably up my 4070 to a 4080 or something, but right now, with I think I'm on high settings right now instead of maximum. I can't do maximum. This environment on maximum, it would be way too much for even my 3090 Ti right now. But if you have the capacity to run this game on maximum, you are probably going to have an amazing experience. I haven't done combat like well and properly yet, so I'm guessing I will have to drop from high to medium for combat, but I haven't tested that yet. But, you know, it's kind of amazing that in a demo, 35 minutes through, I can just talk about the character appearances and the environment appearance, right? As somebody who's played Vindictus from way back, and played it multiple times through to level 100, maybe not to the extent of playing the game through to like endgame content, but just running around enough to play multiple characters through level 100, you know, it's aged, which is fine. This is very fresh, and it still doesn't lose the Vindictus feel. Like, if I didn't know this was Defying Fate, if I, you know, popped up into a friend's house, you know, hypothetical, nobody does that anymore, but if I were to pull up to a buddy's house, head on in and see him playing this game, I don't think I'd have to ask him, hey, is that a new Vindictus game? I'd be able to recognize it from the aesthetics. But I'd also be able to tell it's a new Vindictus game. And, you know, that is something really impressive. So, because a lot of sequels, if they're not like year after year sequels, like within 2 years of each other or 1 year of each other, they tend to like lose their aesthetic a little bit. Things are definitely like positioned differently, if my memory serves. Like, which one is it? This is the inn, I think. Yeah, this is the inn, right? So, in Vindictus Regular, the inn is actually centered in Colhen Village, and the mercenary office is actually to the right, and the blacksmith is to the left, and the market is, for lacking of a better word right now, northwest. So next to the blacksmith, but not, you know, sharing a space. In this one, it's in front of you, Ploda, don't know what's over there, you know, mercenary office. But even with that, it's like, you know, welcome refresh. So, you know, pretty good reorganization, right? Even somebody who's like played it before, who remembers that difference of where the mercenary office usually is. I'm using the wrong words here, but you know, I remember differently, but I can still like get it. Even though it's on the opposite side, it's still Vindictus. But I'm rambling at this point, so I'm actually going to hop back, and next time I will actually get into probably the combat of the demo, but right now it's super easy to see that this game is going to be beautiful. Nexon recently has been, you know, having a knack for that, with the first Descendant and now Vindictus. I think, you know, it's going to be pretty spectacular future for Nexon, and, you know, hopefully they don't ruin it, but we'll have to see, you know. So, probably in a day or two, you will see part 2 of this demo showcase. It's not really a showcase, everybody can go play it, but that's just how I'm rolling through with it, and, you know, my YouTube channel is for rambling, and making videos for Haru, so as long as I speak a lot and enjoy what I'm doing, I'm all for it. So I will catch y'all next time, actually, and, you know, I think I might roll through a few times through character creation, and see if I can, you know, dial in what I want for character creation, but, you know, there's a lot to do. The demo is pretty big. It's like 54 gigabytes, so I can't imagine how big the actual game's gonna be. But, yeah. Next time we'll probably look through combat, and we'll go from there. So, I will see y'all then. Ciao!